Hello!
I'm Trina.
I'm Aaron, and we're the D&D Bears.
So last week what we did was we had Aaron draw some D&D characters that I was describing to him from our past campaigns, and this week we're going to switch it around.
Yeah, so, just for those who either didn't see it, or for just a reminder, basically, we have a whole bunch of D&D characters that we've played over the last several years, and Katrina's an artist, and she has drawn many of those characters. And so basically, I just get to go and pick a random character, describe what it is, and, or kind of try to describe them, and then Katrina has to try to draw what I'm describing, and then guess once she finally figures it out from my description in her drawing.
I used a random number generator to determine what character is going to be drawn. What character is going to be drawn. So let's get into it.
All right, let's get started with this character. So,
okay.
First of all, this character is going to have a pretty normal shaped face, maybe a little bit longer, just slightly longer. Then they've got relatively big eyes. For you, relatively big eyes. Definitely longer than taller. So longer, big eyes with big old pupils in them.
Sorry, I don't know. You introduced me as someone who draws a lot, but this is... Woo! I'm not erasing.
Well, it's in paint, too.
Yeah.
Alright. And then they've got hair, just a couple strands that fall into their face, and then it just kind of waves over to the side.
How long are we talking?
It's about a little longer than shoulder length. Okay. And then she's got
On both sides that goes down?
It kind of waves out more towards when you're looking at it, the left, her right, the character's right. So the hair just kind of comes down, and then it's like the wind is blowing it slightly over to the. Okay.
Sorry, was that my left or?
Yeah, when you're looking at it left.
When I'm looking at it left.
Yeah, your left.
Wait, I had a guess up until that point. Blowing it over here.
Okay. This character has pretty square shoulders, normal sized neck, and then kind of comes out in somewhat squarish shoulders, and then comes down. Nothing really super special about the arms, except for that they have slightly poofy sleeves. Slightly poofy. Not very poofy at all, just slightly poofy. I'm not sure if this is intentional or not, but she does indeed have slightly poofy sleeves. That's like the third time I've said she, and that's the first time you picked up on it. And then just, really normal, curvy shaped bodies, normal but curvy. You already know it's a female. Regular female shaped body, like a pear. Anyways, but not like that big. Anyways, and then it comes down. Obviously, I'm not as good at describing things as you.
I just don't know who this is, and
then
I drew them.
It comes down. Can you get down to her legs?
Yeah, I can.
There's nothing all that special about the legs. And then it just comes down on the legs. So, that's the general shape of the body. Okay?
Okay.
You should have everything that you need at this point for the body.
Alright.
So let's do some clothing. Okay.
Okay.
There's gonna be kind of a line underneath the chest area, that it's kind of like a corset type clothing.
Is this Morgan?
No.
Oh shoot, she's got that.
Anyways, so it's gonna get this corset thing, and then it's got strings, X's going down the corset. That's how you tie it together. And then,
what the frick is this?
And then as you come up, the shirt kind of has some floofy, that kind of floofs, kind of around the shoulders and chest, just kind of floofs.
This is Mira.
Yeah.
I thought her hair was on the other side.
No, my last hint was gonna be, and she has the biggest honking lips you've ever seen in your life.
I also didn't realize her eyes were that big.
I mean, they were pretty big.
Oh, jeez. Oh, my pen didn't pick up for a second. Here, I'm gonna finish those floofies.
Do you want to give her the biggest freaking lips you've ever seen
Yeah, I'll
in
give
your
her
life?
the biggest friggin' lips I've ever seen in my whole gosh darn life.
I don't know if that would have done it for you, and she has big elf ears. I don't know if it would have done it for you, but if you would have described the biggest, lips you've ever drawn.
Mira came, when you were describing the hair, I was like, oh, that's Mira, right? And then I thought the hair was on the other side, so I was like, wait, no. Alright, you ready to see this?
Yeah.
Let me show you exactly what I drew.
Nice! That's pretty dang accurate, man. That's really accurate.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, that's good, dude.
I think those body proportions are real good.
Yes. So, quick backstory about Mira. She was twins with another girl in our D&D group, and she was just kind of this wintry, cold, not mean, but just kind of colder elf lady. Anyways, and for some reason, her and her sister had the biggest, fattest lips that I've ever seen Katrina draw ever, and I just could never get past it. If you've watched our story videos, you've seen Mira before, and it's funny because whenever she talks, it just looks like she's going because her lips are too thick.
No, it's not. That's not the reason. It's just because she's not so much of a huge person, or I would make her mouth bigger, but she's more of a not necessarily reserved, but just calm person, so I don't make the mouth movements quite so big. It's nothing to do with the lips.
It has everything to do with the lips. Anyways, okay, next person. It looks good. I just think they're just honking huge. All right, next individual. Let's do this. So, this person, again, normal shaped head, maybe definitely not as long as Mira's was, but
I'm using a different tool this time.
just a normal shaped head. This individual also has normal shaped eyes.
Wow.
Not anything crazy about him. And then her. I just cannot use pronouns.
I know, I did the same thing though.
And then normal neck.
Really gave this person a squat face.
Nice. And then I'm telling you all the normal stuff right now. So pretty normal shoulders, though she's standing in a position where one shoulder's just kind of down a little bit. Yeah, she's tucking her other arm behind her or something like that, and so one shoulder's down a little bit. And then her arms kind of come down next to her body.
Sorry, is that the down arm or the up arm?
My description will always be as you're looking at it, so not their direction.
Okay.
But on the left, it's a little bit more up, and then the arm on the right is the one that's kind of hidden behind the body.
I did that backwards, so I'm going to do that backwards.
Okay. And then this individual doesn't have the biggest curves up top, but then she's very skinny, so it curves in around the stomach, and then back out on the side where the arm is kind of behind the body. Her hip is kind of poking out a little bit, kind of in that stance, just whoop. And then her legs just go down and pretty normal legs. So, now time to talk about some of the more unique things about this character. Alright, first of all, this character has kind of bushy hair that falls down to about the shoulders.
I know who this is.
Who is it?
It's Ashy.
Yeah, it totally is Ashy. I was like, man, there's so many things on this character that would just give it away. Bushy hair, tattoos everywhere, wearing almost no clothes.
I specifically remember doing this pose as well.
Yeah. So, Eshi was a character. You want to tell about Eshi?
Yeah, so she is in one of our current campaigns right now. She is a Kalishar cleric and druid, and she's pretty great. I don't know.
Yeah, she comes from kind of this like fairyland, not exactly fairy, but a lot of the more magical, mystical races. So there's fairies there's centaurs there, gnomes, all, I don't know if it makes sense, but a whole lot of kind of more magical things that live there. And she's kind of and it's a very hot tropical climate, hence the little amount of clothing. So since she's been on the adventure, she has since found it's wintertime now in our campaign, that she needs more. So she actually currently has a giant coat that looks like a bear when she puts it on.
Oh yeah, it's so cute.
Anyways, so that's Eshi. And there we go. That's the 2 characters.
Alright, and I guess I should show this to you, huh?
Yep. Alright. Hey!
Well, I feel like that's pretty
That's
decent.
pretty damn good!
Yeah. Heck
Yeah, you did a good job, dude. That's pretty much what she looks like.
Yeah.
In a, sketchy form, for
that's
sure.
like 14-year-old Eshi, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, nice.
Thanks.
All right, well, I'd say that Katrina did a really good job at guessing things, even though my descriptions weren't the greatest.
I had an advantage because I drew them before, so I know what they look like, and they're all on my computer, so I've seen them recently, and
Yeah, so, but anyways, still fun. Maybe I'll have to try drawing something and then fool her and try to get her to guess that. Anyways. But thanks so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.
Bye!
Meh.